There is no denying that the last couple of nights took a turn for the worse, even without adversarial involvement. Death and terror have followed in the coterie's wake, and it looks like even the local law are now starting to suspect, not to mention more federal agencies. Still, they managed to escape their mundane pursuers, netting themselves a willing retainer, Morgan. In the process, now fate has dealt them a winning hand as they wake up to the sound of merriment and excitement. A county fair carnival having set up shop not far from their resting place, a condo at the edge of the small town of John Day. A veritable smorgasbord of opportunities for a decent ride, not to mention sustenance, the coterie prepares themselves to gear up for the final leg of this desperate race. Little do they know what lurks in the crowds.
Da-da-dum.
Hi, I am Outstar. I'm playing Veronica, who did a lot of very stupid things.
Hi, I'm Florian. I'm playing Maya, who for the first time in about 50 years has started to take decisions.
Hi, I'm Debbie. I play Peggy, and she is so very hungry. Nothing else matters right now.
Hi, I'm Malin. I'm playing Camellia, and I generally had a pretty decent night last night.
Screw you!
I'm feeling pretty good. I also really fought the urge of saying, let's not go to Camellia. It's a silly place.
Well, I am Karim, and I have the honor of being this coterie's storyteller. You find yourself outside the small condo that you've spent the day in. And before we proceed, I would like us to do some upkeep. This is a new night. Did every one of you make a rouse check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Last night? Yes.
No,
You did.
Yes.
Right.
That's how you got your 5, right?
Exactly.
Fair enough. Now, how are we in regards to your conscience? Are there any stains around?
Yes.
We discussed. I would like to keep
You would
mine
like
for a
to
little bit
keep
longer.
your...
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You are making the honorable thing and sticking with them.
With a 7 points of humanity and 2 stains acquired, I do have 1 dice that is going to decide my fate.
Well, it's going to decide, whether you decide that something simply will break.
That's a failure.
So, there is a different kind of confidence, a different kind of stride in Veronica. There's a cold quality to it, but also a kind of a resolve, or maybe a resignation. Your new servant, Morgan, employee, he locks the apartment, brings with him a bag, has packed his bag. He knows that, well, this is his life now, apparently. Whatever his life was before this, you cannot even imagine, because he almost seems happy to go on the road with you. Unfortunately, there's not much to go on the road with, given his sorry excuse for a car, but you can soon fix that, can't you?
And also, as we go out of our little haven for the night, we do notice that my retainer has left.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yes, he has. There's no sign of Joseph Rollins, the traveling casino, furniture, and bric-a-brac salesman.
including my $1,000.
Including your $1,000, yeah.
Yeah. I'm staring at that spot where it was left, putting on the first cigarette of night.
I'd like one of you to do a wits plus survival roll for a bit of a tracking.
So I've got 2.
3.
3.
I have no survival.
I have
You've
no
got
survival
3.
either. I
Yes,
just got
none of us
Me
have
too.
survival.
Yeah.
We were all city
I have
vampires.
3 wits. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, in that case, you could also take half if you want.
I'll take half.
You'll take half. Fair enough, right? You see nothing out of the ordinary. He is simply gone. Whether, hours ago or last minute, no way to tell. There's also, the sound, it's very, very obvious that something is happening in the town. You can hear the sounds of thousands of people, not far from here.
To paint the scene, we are, I guess, going outside, noticing that he's gone.
I would really like to send Morgan away before we do that part, if that's okay.
I feel like
think
you
that's
should do
fair.
that.
Yeah. So, when he locks his door and he's kind of packed to go, I'm gonna ask him to just pack a bag. We've said 3 days, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna take his cell phone number. I'm assuming he has a phone. So I'm gonna take his number. I'm gonna give him a list of things to get. And then tell him to come and meet us at the carnival parking lot. And if he can't find us, I will call him.
How much of it is cleaning supplies?
Most of it is cleaning supplies.
All right.
It's cleaning supplies. It's a new shirt for him. It's like gas for his car. It's like hairspray. Basically just most of the things he should be able to get from a night open gas station.
All right. Yeah, fair
And-
enough. And you give him some money as well?
Yes, I give him enough to cover
Yeah.
that. So yes.
Fair enough. You send him away with a list of stuff to get.
Yes.
He's
What-
very happy to oblige. You took his number. Do you have a phone to call him with?
I don't have a phone to call him with, but I intend to purchase a burner one.
Check.
I would assume that Veronica did wake up later.
Is that on the
but-
list?
It is on the
around my
list for
time.
both him and me to buy a phone, but I needed to call him in case we don't find each other on the parking lot, because I don't want us to get a car and then potentially have to wait for him or try to find them.
Yeah.
So he has his own car that we can use as a secondary vehicle.
Yeah.
I would assume
Because that's gone well before.
I would assume that Veronica would wake up at Mayor's time. We would wake up later.
Yeah, they're both sleeping in. You two wake up earlier. I mean, you wake up ravenous. Almost sniffing around first the condo and then outside. The sounds of people. It's alluring. You can't wait to go there and just tuck in.
Am I awake at the same time as her?
Yeah, roughly.
Then I'm going
Lucky.
to... Yeah. Well, since that is before when Morgan's been packing, I'm just going to maybe go into the bathroom and stay there for a bit. And then I'm going to just be close to you and I'm going to activate Silence of Death. try to make it a little bit more quiet around you so you don't have
I
to
just sit there
freak
just
out.
going...
And I'm just making casual small talk. Tell me more about the book. What's this interesting cover? Have you ever read...
I would assume that
All right.
Veronica would just go outside as soon as she wakes up and would just stay with a cigarette taken from her because she still doesn't keep out hers. She would just stay in the place where the van was and just ponder on things.
Yeah. But now we're all four
No,
of us.
yeah,
So either...
And then,
you by the arm,
you're joining.
we all leave,
You're
yeah.
joining.
You're having sort of a bit of a what's the word, powwow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, how much time do we have left?
Not a lot.
Not enough.
I think, it's just a hunch, but they're pretty decent, but the road is coming to an end sooner rather than later. We should take the opportunity, if we can, to do what we have to do and be on our way, because we are losing a lot of time, I think.
Camellia, I know we don't have time, but we never have time. Veronica would lift her gaze from the road where the van still was. There's still some probably dirt from the tires, something visible in there. The van was right there. I'd like
Looks very
to.
fresh.
I'd like to.
As you say that too, Camellia is very clearly, I think, now scared of Veronica. So it's even though I'm probably a lot bigger than you, taller, she's like, and she's like,
I'd like to apologize for yesterday. You were right. Whatever I did, it just didn't work. And I don't know, it used to work back in LA, but maybe there was just more time or more reason to make these people work with us. But
people in LA might generally have less things to live for.
that's a good one. sounds very familiar. Shit. We haven't been talking about it at all. We've been for some super heavy shit. We've been close to final death for so many times, but it just seems like we keep going for no reason.
We have to. It's the path.
It's the path. Is that it for you? The path.
I don't have a choice anymore. It is this. I hunt this thing and I find it. And I prove that I am an asset. Either that or I have to start running.
I get you.
And people will come for me. And I would prefer that not to happen. This just sounds really messy and I don't like it.
Listen, I may sometimes come as pushy, and I don't know if it's more me or the blood within me, but since the time I left the cam, it's been 15 fucking years, and every single year, every single month, week, sometimes even day, I've been trying to prove myself and put my life on the line for this whole thing, while it just never pays out. No one ever believed me. That wouldn't go back.
Oh, because of the Camellia spy thing?
Thank
The
you.
what now?
The Camellia spy?
Listen, I appreciate.
Is it not common knowledge? I have it here?
Was not aware of this.
Come
when
on,
did
that's
this happen?
bullshit.
Listen.
The bastard fell, people came over. Bygones are bygones.
Yes. No.
I appreciate the fact that you guys didn't bring it up after Dell. I appreciate the fact that you didn't bring up Dell, but I keep seeing her face.
Adele was so unpleasant.
No, she wasn't.
I thought she was.
You think everyone's unpleasant.
A fair point, but she was very conceited.
It just like what happened in LA is people didn't talk about it, and I really don't want it to happen again here on the road, where you guys would believe stuff like that, even though, fuck it, she would just toss her cigarette. You know what? If I stood in LA, I would probably go back to cam, because I was so tired of this insubordinate, amateurish, chaotic ways of how you guys do stuff.
But you're not in LA, you're here with us now.
That's why I'm here. Because I knew if I would be still there, I would go back to doing the same thing for people who never got their hands dirty.
Wait. So you're not trying to prove anything to them anymore, not to the movement? You're trying to prove to yourself that you want
I
to
think
stay?
she's trying to prove it to us.
Nines and the rest, they knew it. I didn't have to say it. They knew that I would go back if I stood any longer. But I'm not doing that for them. I cannot care less for this fucking courier, really. I can't care less for this thing. But here, I'm free. I'm free to make those stupid mistakes. I'm free to do all of this that hell. I'm free to die. If we have
Probably
to.
not.
The road is ending at some point. We're not going to be on the road forever. And I feel like we've been on such a lot of shit right now that in case stuff goes down and in case we don't get as lucky as we were so far, I would die happy. Because I'm not under some fucking LaCroix kind of a guy who is telling me what to do for no specific fucking reason. Listen, this might be the last time that we have this fucking carnival in front of us and all. Maybe we can just take this time to enjoy it. To enjoy our last part of the road before all the shit goes down.
Veronica, if it helps, my sire only ever tells me what I can't do.
I think mine's just trying to not get me killed.
What about yours?
Haven't seen her in years.
Listen, I have a choice. Either crawl back to my sire's lap right now and beg her back to take me back to the Camellia, or go on this fucking carnival and have a good time.
I don't
Let's
think
go to the carnival.
Let's do that.
definitely. Also, maybe we should
Go to the carnival.
We are going to the
It
carnival.
smells really good.
It does do, and also we should all go together as a group and maybe hold you a bit.
I'd be fine.
Yes.
Can we go now?
You know what?
You're hungry, right?
Yes, a little bit. Yeah.
Someone
We'll
take
get
the
you some.
arm of
Yeah,
the nice lady
Food.
who is
Come on,
stronger
Peggy.
than me.
Let's go together, all right? As fucking group for the first time in forever. Just let's do that.
All right. So you start walking down the side of the main street. It's very, very close, a few hundred meters, and it's a huge open space with people. Well, not packed maybe, but likely people from all across the county. I mean, we're talking about more than 10,000 people crammed into what's kind of like a county fair by day, but has sort of transferred into more of a carnivalesque thing now as night has fallen. There is the...
As we're walking up, is there a fire spit happening right at that moment?
quite possibly, yes. Quite possibly. I mean, there are rides spinning, there's carousels, there's smell of smoke in the air, people shouting, "Get your corn dogs here! Step up, ride the cyclone, not for the squeamish." There's signs of, turtle racing. Basically, and there's a huge,
See that?
Okay, no, sorry. Hunt for the courier off. What is turtle racing?
apparently it's a thing here.
I feel that we know exactly what it is.
There are also large pens where there are a large amount of animals. Apparently, there's the cattle auctions and things going on during the day. Those are closed up now. Not many people there.
Can we quickly make up ideas why we should have a turtle retainer, please? It's important.
How hard can it be to ghoul a turtle?
I think the bigger question is, what would happen if a turtle get fortitude blood?
Oh,
It's going to be a little tank. We're going to send it in against a sniper. Yeah, vampire turtles. Here we go.
So on the way to the...
On the way, you could basically walk there in 5 minutes.
Right. So we need a car.
we need a car.
You need a car. There's this huge parking lot filled with cars.
Right.
A lot of them trailers, a lot of them vans, people coming here from, as I said, all across the county.
Right.
Many of
Okay.
which are sleeping
Peggy
right
can
there in
see
the cars.
you, eyeing the cars, walking towards the cars.
No,
and
it's
she's
fine,
going,
it's
no,
fine, it's fine.
No,
Food first.
food.
Yes, let's go feed, but let's go feed together. All right?
Right.
First of all, we have to take care of her feeding, and then we can deal with others, because I feel like we are in a little bit of a better shape than our little friend.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like your blood is boiling, but possibly seething a bit.
Yes.
Actually,
Singing in your ears.
on the way there, I gripping my fists meant my remaining damage.
Oh,
And I get hungrier. And I stay at 1 hunger. Okay.
Perfect.
1 hunger, and suddenly the voice starts singing to you again. It's been so quiet for a while. You're at 1 hunger now, right?
Yes.
Yes. For a moment there, everything was at peace. Now suddenly it stirs again.
Actually feels better.
Peggy,
Yeah, kind of feel more like yourself. Yeah.
Peggy, do you have a particular taste?
No.
All right. Let's just...
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you-
technically speaking, I like, book club ladies, but I suspect they might be a bit difficult to find at a carnival. So,
So looking at you, you are clearly fidgeting and
oh yeah, I'm like frantic.
shall
We
we...
can always go into a room and
you can see basically sort of her fangs trying to protrude a bit there. Like,
if you want
Shall
to go
we do
into
a
the
thing?
crowd and shout Emma is overrated, Jane Austen is a hack, and see who argues with you to
I
try
don't
to
think
find
we
a
have time for that,
No,
but I
we
do
don't.
like that idea. I might try that in the future, actually, just to see what would happen.
Who's Emma?
So you,
No
I
idea.
mean, you go down, small incline, you come to the carnival, the parking lot on the right side, the entrance in front of you. There are rides to the left. There are different kinds of stands to your right. I mean, everything from, from lotteries to other kinds of sort of competition. There are shooting galleries. It's very, very...
Right. So what's basically happening right now is that we're all looking for food for her, right?
Yes.
So in that case, I think I would start looking for pompous assholes that I can pull into a corner and get her there.
All right.
Not moving far from a group, but kind of starting to listen.
I mean, we're approaching, the family. Sort of, the families are getting thinner. It's turning more into sort of the mood is more, moving into a more adult party vibe here. So a lot of people. There's a lot of people around, many of which are drunk, many of which are acting very pompously. You're not sure whether they are pompous or if it's just...
I mean, we are in a county fair after dark with people drunk. I cannot imagine that I don't find quite a few people who are being rude to service workers right now, which is what I'm feeding on.
I mean, it takes you about 5 minutes to find somebody complaining that the game is rigged. Demands, I want another go,
Yes.
I want to speak to the manager.
Smiling, kind of motioning for you to maybe move Peggy out of sight a little bit.
I'm
into
going
a corner.
to. Yeah, let's just
I just
find a corner.
I just
somewhere.
come up to him. Hey, sucks, right? Cigar?
Yeah. Well,
and,
yeah.
And I try to basically...
You selling something?
Come walk with me.
All right. Do a quick roll there.
So that would be...
Do your thing.
Yes, that would be...
This guy...
do I get that cool?
Yeah, you get that cool. Obviously, this is a middle-aged guy competing in a sort of a shooting gallery that's probably for kids. It's definitely that
I like
cool
him
territory.
already. That would be 3 successes.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. He walks with you, you offer him a cigar, he walks with you there. Yeah, I mean, he's a tad bit drunk,
So tell me what that shooting range...
is.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
He goes on about the way that it's rigged and how he was trying to win a prize, for the kids.
And that asshole at the stand, right?
It's all a scam. It's all rigged.
Right. And as we turn... Did you find some spot for...
I'm holding her
there's-
in a spot.
You can get into sort of this little, impromptu alleys or sort of clefts between the stalls. It's not comfortable, but, if one of you keeps a lookout,
That would be me, and it's also eerily quiet here.
Yes.
So just as his
Very
words get
strange.
muffled, suddenly my hand clamps over his mouth and he gets pushed forward.
I basically hold Peggy,
So, yes.
Yeah.
who's like a rabbit
do
animal.
let me see a strength brawl just to make sure that your grapple isn't a complete fail. You can take half if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to take half. That's just faster.
How much you have?
So, seeing as this is a grapple, that would be 4 successes.
Oh, no problem. I mean, this guy, even without the silence of death, he wouldn't even make a sound.
Yeah, I'm mostly trying to, keep the jugular up and nicely visible.
All right. She goes to town. You sink your fangs into him. Not your usual type of victim. This is blood. This is strong in... filled with anger. This man is harboring a deep anger, far more than something over as petty as a shooting gallery. It's deep, deep, deep in the core of his being. You don't have animalism or potence?
No.
No. So no bonus for you in that regard, but it's going to perk you up a bit. And I would like to see a frenzy check.
But you're holding her, right?
By the way, guys,
Yeah, I am being
you
held.
should remember that at the beginning of the session, you heal a number of points of superficial willpower damage.
Thank you.
Willpower,
Equal
yeah.
to the lower of your resolve or composure.
I think I forgot that.
And
between
superficial
5 and
willpower
6.
damage is the same as the one that you have spent.
Yes.
So you basically damage your willpower when spending it.
I haven't done a frenzy check before. Do I use...
Yes, you use your
these dice,
current
right?
current willpower plus 2 in your case.
So my current willpower is... So I don't use the normal dice, I use the
Whichever you
hunger
like.
dice?
Whichever you like.
There are
Doesn't
no,
matter.
there are no beast
Hunger
there.
doesn't come into play here.
So,
So your current willpower plus 2.
plus 2. So 4 willpower plus 2.
I see 2
3.
successes. So
3, you barely manage to restrain yourself, but it's so good, some of that anger infecting you. It's almost, you bite down a little bit too hard. He whimpers. Well, he tries to whimper in the zone of the silence. You select 2 hunger.
All hunger?
2.
2. I am just like
you can like. I mean, you can choose to drink more, but that would likely harm him severely or even kill him.
I mean, the police are already after us, so OCC like. What could go? How
I would
could it
actually
get worse?
try to pull her away before she
eat
drinks
some
too
more.
much.
I could just.
We can get another one.
I could slake another one.
We can get you another human. I am going to push her back when she tries to get too much.
But-
I hold her all the time.
Holding him, I think he'll be half in trance right now. But
What?
I'm doing this for 50 years. And I bite him.
You bite him. Okay. All right, you bite it. You bite down. You drink. You
I mean,
wanna?
I think I'm pretty good. I drain him.
You drain him. All right.
This is, again, conviction feat.
You drain him. Okay. Yeah, but this is a case of. I mean, you drain him.
I mean, tell me that I'm misunderstanding the rules, but my stick up for the little guy thing is against people who behave just the way he does.
Absolutely. I would actually, with this kind of premeditated murder of a man when you're not even very hungry, that would qualify as at least 2 stains.
Okay.
And I will then, in this case, reduce it to 1 because of your conviction.
So, okay, but since negotiating my backstory a little bit, in that case, I'm very likely not going to do it because I would have otherwise not stayed at 6 for as long.
I think in this case, if you would have been more hungry, if this was a case of desperation, that might have merited less stains, and thus, in this case, it's. It comes off almost as sadistic.
Also, it's not like I feel bad for the guy with my humanity slowly curbing, but you're leaving a trail of dead bodies. Can we please stop doing that?
They're just humans. It's fine.
So you're not aware of any of that.
I know.
I'm about to give you a stain for that comment.
That was me saying it.
Yeah, all right.
That
fair
was
enough.
not Peggy saying
Well,
it.
All right.
Debbie gets a stain.
I'll just mark it on her IRL character sheet, which I think is Facebook.
Honestly,
Okay,
we
right.
all
Well,
have
anyway, so in this case, this guy is now reeling in your grasp. Coming. His eyes are coming back into focus. He sees all of you. What do you do?
I do cloud memory and I tell him to forget.
Of course you do.
Yes.
And you push him outside.
Yeah, forget.
And he stumbles around, looking confused, staggers a bit. Nobody even notices. Another drunk among drunks.
Tissue? Oh, thank you.
This went well.
You're slightly less hungry. You should likely
Get another one.
you should get more.
Oh, absolutely.
Mayor, get her another one. She's
Yeah.
still hungry.
Do you? Okay.
We
so
should
basically
move
what.
a location.
All right. So
Yeah, of
basically, what you do is that you repeat this process.
I think since this is a very, very fertile ground, so to speak,
Yeah.
I'm going to take 10 minutes trying to find a real asshole.
All right.
And then basically drag that person to another.
Okay.
I really don't like taking half, but seeing as we're trying to speed this up a little bit, like I'm getting 3 successes on the alluring people and then...
Yeah.
And that should be, and that is, in this case, I'd say it's enough. This hunting ground is so fertile that, finding another 1 or 2
Yes.
and working as a team the way you do, using silence, having you wipe their memories, having your superior dad cool skills, which are amazing in this place. I mean, people, you
wrote this for me, didn't you?
I did not actually, but it makes sense, now that you look at it.
Yeah.
You actually
I start going after the people who get weird around the bar stands.
Camellia.
I mean, this is you. You're in your element. You're apex predators here. This is a huge social gathering of tens of thousands of people. This is why your kind live in cities and not on the roads. This is where you function. Nowhere has this been more clear to you than here.
Camellia, my dear, could you use your pretty eyes and help me with feeding as well?
Yeah. I mean, this is basically what I'm about to do. I'm about to give you, unless, in your case, you need somebody else.
Yes.
You get another guy. You drink more from him. You're not on the verge of
I'm not on the verge of frenzy. I'm on 3. This one I would like to drain.
You would like to drain.
What are we? It's murder.
You will murder this person.
I'm an
And
expert
holding
at
her
hiding drunk-looking corpses.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
All right. You murder them in cold blood. Fine. You drain this person.
is it willpower?
This is an
again?
older man, a bearded man. He looks like he's like in his 50s or something. Who was being. He wasn't being rude to one of the workers here. He was being very, very angry and almost abusive to a woman there.
Rude.
You're not sure what the cause was. Maybe maybe they had a legitimate argument, but I mean, you really didn't like the way he was treating her, and you drain him. Okay, just like that. All right. Do you have? I would actually say that merits 3 stains. You are not desperate. You're not, that hungry. You just decided to do that consciously. That's 3 stains. Boom.
I'm preparing for what's going to come.
Do you have a conviction that would...
I do, but it doesn't really work into this
no.
because my conviction is
That's
none may
3
control
stains.
me.
Go.
So
Yep, 3 stains.
Oh dear.
As he slumps down, I just go, right, make sure that the
Yeah.
wound is closed, and then prop him up a little bit, let him lie there. If there's a beer bottle nearby, put it next. I've done this before.
I walk into the valley, the alley where they do that, and I notice what happened. I'm just like, you guys deal with this. Bye.
And finally, you...
Yes, I will actually try to talk with Camellia. Camellia, could you please use your perilous? I have a preference. I'm looking for just, if you could maybe find someone dressed in like a very expensive, ostentatious brands. You know the ones, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
say, looking at my Celine bag that I'm not sure if we can say.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the bag.
There's this woman who is just hogging one of the lottery stalls, just throwing money at it. People are lining up to play, but she's just standing there. No, still get to play. She just keeps throwing money at it.
So-
People are grumbling. You're not sure whether she's drunk or mad or bored or just enjoys holding people up. It seems kind of petty.
Those shoes are designer and definitely not good to walk in the mud with, so she made a choice to ruin them because she can afford other ones. Is that good for you?
Perfect. As I deal with her, could you find me another one? Thank you.
How many do we... All right.
Thank you. And I'm going to go to the woman, and
Noting.
as she is trying to do all that stuff at the stall, I'm just going to approach her, make an eye contact, and say, "Come with me."
All right, you can get her to come with you, like around the corner,
Yes.
but nothing else.
Yes,
okay?
that's a
All right.
compel.
Oh well, yes, absolutely. She comes with you. This, she's looking around her like she's not sure why she's doing this, but she follows you.
Yes, and as I'm there, I will try to just grapple her, drink slake to hunger, if that's possible, and then make her forget.
Yeah, you do this by yourself.
Yes.
Yes, I would like you to do a stealth roll because this is you don't have the luxury in this case of lookouts or silence of death.
I mean, yeah, because she's looking for another. Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
that's fine. So that will be.
This is a case of I don't know. It's
Not a stealthy person.
yeah, it's wits. I'd say it's a wits and stealth, or maybe a dex stealth. Does that matter?
Wits.
It's a wits.
Let's
Yeah,
do
it's a
wits.
wit stealth.
Okay.
Whilst the
You
two
need,
of
because it's about you need to sort of it's about attention as much as sneak.
That's one success.
That's one success.
Can reroll.
You
Cannot. Reroll.
you don't have any stealth.
No, I have no stealth at all.
You have no stealth
Whatsoever.
at all. All
do
right.
you want to be in my little bubble of stealth?
Yeah. Well, you managed to slake one hunger.
Before someone comes.
Before someone comes, she, you let her go. You manage to just about, catch her eye and say, forget. She stumbles backwards. Hey, what are you doing? No, we don't want to see any of that around here. Obviously, someone has thought we were making out with her. You were very, very lucky in this regard.
I'm sorry.
So you just
It's fine.
bolt out
Bye.
of there, wiping the blood off. She reels backwards, falls on her ass. And,
That designer skirt or whatever she's wearing is going to be right.
Yeah.
All right. Camellia, hi. Did you find another person? And also, can you come with me next time?
Yes, also, is the homophobe not good enough? Like, no? All right. So let's, I'll see if I can find another one that...
All right, you another...
Bougie.
Some
person.
bougie
Yeah,
person.
some bougie.
This is, I mean, you've...
Peggy, what's all of this going on? Roller coaster?
Why not?
We have time to kill, and I want to not move too far away because
I
we made
will
an
be
agreement.
murdered in LA.
really, what you could do in this, I mean, just to remind you of the priorities, is that you know, maybe look for that car.
Yes, I know we could do that, but the
But
last time I
what's a
moved
good
too far away
vantage
from
point?
them.
Exactly.
Good
Bad
vantage
things
point,
started happening.
Karim.
Good vantage point. Fair enough.
Single
Okay.
ride.
All right.
Give it to them.
One
You
ride.
two vampires. Stop me if you know how this ends. Two vampires go on a roller coaster ride.
No, can we just be on brand and do a Ferris wheel?
I'm okay. Yes, that's very good. Ferris wheel.
Let's do that.
Good point.
I mean, we're kind of the same age, so
Yeah.
Oh,
it's what we
because of
remember from our
Bloodlines.
youth.
Right, wow. Okay, I thought of because of Lost Boys. But okay.
Lost Boys too, but Lost Boys and
Oh.
Bloodlines is kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
I basically don't want to move too far away from them because that's usually where the trouble starts.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good. Never split the party. Or in this case, the coterie. So you keep, I mean, so in his case, you are looking for assholes. You are looking for just generally rich people.
I know I'm looking basically for people who are bougie, so they're like just brands. Because I know that, you know, very honest people don't really often use that kind of a flaunting. So that's what I'm looking for.
And you
that's
mean
what I did
the
in
real
LA.
bougie, not the people who wear brands very clearly visible, but rather the
Yeah,
ones who just have the little
yeah,
higher one.
yeah, exactly. The ones that
I'd say that in this case, you've scoured the place. It's a big place, but you have very sort of specific taste, right?
I do.
And with Meyer and you have been scouring the place for a while. It could take a while to find somebody that fits both of your requirements. You will likely maybe just go with somebody well off and risk it.
Are you?
Or do you want somebody?
No, it's fine. I mean, my humanity is low enough right now that I feel like I wouldn't care that much as I
No.
cared before.
Yeah. So you find another one that's well off. You compel them around the corner.
Again,
I would like
yes.
another.
I would like Camellia to be with
Camellia
me.
be with you. Act
Yes.
as a lookout. Good.
Yes.
Then I
And-
would like you to do a wits plus stealth roll.
Right before I drink, though, on the way, I would like to try to mend the remainings of my superficial damage because I also.
Please do. Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Success.
One.
All right. One, and that would be
You want to think?
No, I don't think so.
and the failures. That's 3 hunger again, and I have all my damage
I
healed.
thought you were on 300
She didn't take
already.
Yeah, I
away
didn't take one
during
away.
the game.
So that's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Wits plus stealth. That is
Yes.
6 dice for me.
You can take half if you want.
Oh, I should have done that, but it's fine. It's 4 successes.
Yeah. Nothing. I mean, you managed to keep a lookout, keep hidden. You can feed 2.
Perfect.
And
I don't want to kill that person. It's fine.
no, this is a man, a young man, but very, very fancily dressed. He doesn't seem to belong here, but
Nice.
yeah.
Tasty.
What size is
Very,
he?
very much so. His blood though he might actually be on something. Maybe he is doing some drugs. You're not sure, but it's making you really, really woozy. So you have Auspex or Obfuscate?
I do not.
No. I would put you on delirium. On a delirium.
Dyscrasia or?
Yes. No, Dyscrasia. Resonance.
Oh, okay. Delirium resonance.
Yes.
Why am I
Welcome to my world.
You have plus on brawl and intimidation.
Huh?
You have +1 on brawl and intimidation. We are using the
right.
classifications from Bloodlines, which are slightly.
Cool. I have 2 in brawl now. And intimidation.
No, don't add it on the sheet. Just write
I'm
it
adding
down.
it separately
Yeah.
so that I know
Yeah,
that it's separate.
exactly.
I'm not adding it in the little dot.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm suddenly quite intimidating.
Yeah. I mean, there's a gleam in your eyes.
There's this really snipey old lady that looks down on you everywhere. Yeah.
Fair enough. Finally, your Ferris ride done. Your hunger slaked, I guess.
I've just been helping.
You've just been helping.
Do yours now.
But you're obviously, I mean, since it's a thing with this coterie, you're also picky, I guess.
Not that like I like sleeping, and it just needs to be clean. I would prefer like quiet, clean, sleeping people because I cannot wipe their memory.
Yeah.
Camellia, can I help you with that?
Yes, I'm not that picky as long as they're not dirty.
Sure. You find yourself someone and I will help you with the memory thing.
So I think I'll just yeah.
Strange sentences.
Yeah. Fantastic, thank you. So I'm just gonna find someone who looks calm, like maybe relaxing on a bench somewhere out of sight.
It's one of the ride. One of the fair workers having a break, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, that's if he's alone somewhere.
Oh, it's a woman.
Is she?
Yeah, it's a big
Better.
woman. Yeah, your size.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
well, I'm assuming she's wearing worker clothes, so that's not.
Yeah, she's in uniform.
Yes. Well, so
But the uniform is pretty neat, It's
no, I'm not going to undress a woman in the middle of the It's going to be very hard. But yes, in that case, I'm just going to try to I'm like, all right, so I'm just going to try to sneak up on her, and then maybe you can do your thing. Do it. Thank you.
Sneaking up on her.
I'm not
is
necessarily
going to be. I mean,
not sneak up on her, but like I'm approaching.
You approach her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would prefer not. The less I can talk to her, the better. Because
Okay. So what's your approach? Will you try to lure her away, or
is she already in a place that is kind of? Is she hiding to smoke?
she's standing, off the side, so there's not much traffic in the way of people.
I'm gonna try to maneuver her, and by basically going up and being like, "Hi, excuse me, do you work here? There seems to be a problem with one of the machines." And see if she will follow me.
Yes, that's a manipulation plus subterfuge.
This is why I do sleeping people. I can't do any of this. And manipulation plus what?
Subterfuge.
Nope, that is 3.
Subterfuge.
Nope, that's 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't have any of this.
You're not very good at lying.
I'm not good at lying.
You're not very good at
I
lying.
never
I am
noticed.
following
That's
her.
why I wanted to sneak up on her.
Otherwise, you could just gain help from Veronica, and she could just have her, follow you.
Yeah, then
I am actually following her.
you probably see me going with this very good line.
Yeah.
I'm like, something's very broken.
Roll the die, and if that turns out to fail, then you have backup.
Yeah.
See how much easier it is when you work together.
Does it not count if it's not in the box?
If it's
Has
not
to
in
be
the box, it doesn't count.
Dang it, because that was 2 successes. That's still 2
Oh,
successes.
wow. Actually, you actually do manage to get her to follow you just a bit. I mean, this is her job, so she kind of has to. And, as you lure her in, you get help from Veronica. Your silence on, you manage to bite down. You slake. No, it's a single hunger.
one.
Yeah, 1 hunger. And then
Forget.
And she gets back to her break, not knowing what happened to the cigarette.
I feel back in the zone of the
Yes.
things they know what to do. It's good.
Yes. So, you're, feeling much more at ease, although a couple of hours have passed, likely more than 2, so it's approaching midnight. Things are still happening here, but they are winding down. There's definitely no more signs of the sort of the age spread has narrowed. The elderly and the children have gone. It's mostly people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, many of which are drunk, having a great time. A couple of fights are starting to happen, but things are still moving here.
All right, so we do all gather together, somewhere below the Ferris wheel for the nice scenic location. And so, all right, 2 things. First of all, in the car, right? A mobile haven, preferably. Second of all, do we still get more humans on the road? Because I vote no. I'm not really sure about you guys. I feel it's just been so much risk so far.
Right.
Yes, I think
When were you supposed to meet with
after he's run errands. I also want to point out one thing I asked him to buy is Ambien because I'm going to need him to sleep in the car so he can be awake in the morning.
So are we getting more people on the road or not?
I'm not a fan of humans, so I'd say not.
Well, okay.
Recruitment is usually hard, so I think we were kind of lucky to find someone in Morgan's position at the casino.
Yeah.
We need people to keep track of us during the day.
But we have Morgan.
Exactly.
Right.
So I don't know how lucky we can be twice a night.
That's
I'm
true.
good with just Morgan if we can get a good car.
You should, that's probably a good car, a car that you can black out, that you can hide, that you can sleep in, will probably mitigate the fact that you only have one so far untested retainer. So
Let's look for a car then.
Yeah.
Ice do the looking and you guys do the breaking in and I do the watching.
when you come to the parking lot, there's also a bit of a police presence here, obviously just for safety reasons. Local law enforcement is, occasionally seen around the area, in one case breaking up a fight. There's also, I need you to roll this is just a straight wits plus awareness check.
Everyone or the highest one?
No, the highest one. The reason I'm only having the highest one do it, because otherwise they become far too easy to succeed with.
Yeah,
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Wits plus awareness is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So the question is, do I take half or do I roll?
Yeah, you can take half. I mean, you only have one hunger. So,
Yes, I think it's quite safe
so
to
in this
roll for
regard,
once.
it's probably...
Yeah, let's
do it.
Let's
More
do
fun.
it. Good dice. Whoops.
Yes, they are.
Oh my god.
Super
Very good dice.
That's
nice.
6 successes, 7 with that. You
Wow.
tied
All right,
really well.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You, I mean...
no critical.
This is you from afar. You spot something that you didn't think you'd see again. You spot the casino furniture and supply van at the far end of the parking lot, next to a police car.
So Joseph is over there right now talking to the police. And I kind of just realized that he knows what Morgan looks like, and he also knows Morgan's make of a car. So I need a cell phone so I can text him. So I need to get one if there's... Okay, that solves that.
You'll need to turn it on. I can't remember the passcode, but I'm sure I will.
Boop. Technology too? You don't have a... I'm like, actually, you don't have a passcode?
Well, all right then.
These are just what you have open here is the numbers keypad for calling.
I didn't realise.
No, these new phones, they're tricky.
They're very newfangled. And
This
difficult.
is how... Never mind.
So,
And I'm going to text Morgan to be... basically, I'm just going to text him, do not come to the terminal, wait us out, I'll text you a route.
As you turn the phone on, you can see that there's a number of missed calls there. It's your granddaughter, Julia, has been trying to reach you a number of times.
Who's Julia?
That's my granddaughter. I don't think I'm going to call her right now. It's very late at night.
And also very loud around here with the carnival.
Precisely.
It's a lot more. It's calmer here by the parking lot. But yes, it's not completely quiet. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna call.
Yeah, sure, I could call him. I was going to text him, but I can call him.
You text him. Okay.
Yeah, I think texting is quicker narratively.
Yeah, absolutely. Make a rouse check.
For using a phone? Okay.
Blush of life to be able to use a touchscreen.
Gosh damn! Gosh damn! No, wait, I'm going to go buy a corn dog. And just...
I mean, you could just buy texting gloves, and usually you can make a regular call, no problem. But writing an entire message, that's gonna be fiddlesome.
You can also
need some
cut off a finger of someone and
yes,
just use
that's
that.
also
Precisely.
possible.
But In that case, if I have to make a
Humanity
rouse,
free.
screw it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
You'll be
what's
screwed.
what's
You've
the
had
worst
luck.
that's gonna happen?
Yeah. Sevens,
No
I'll be
problem.
fine.
No problem.
Take a hand of a corpse and just use that on the
Yeah.
How come I'm the hand of a corpse here?
Mayor, what have you been
You
doing?
are undead.
Put that back where you found it.
you could still probably operate it decently. These two are starting to have real problems with touchscreens.
So whilst that is going on, I'm going to ask the dangerous question. Now that you pointed them out to us, do I see that exchange? Does it look like he's still trying to convince them, or do I basically believe that this is the beginning of a conversation or the end?
That's going to be an intelligence plus insight check.
Well, that is exactly what I should be doing then. So whilst I fail at that roll, the other question is, how busy is the parking lot right now?
Not very. Intelligence plus insight, is that how many die?
I mean, let me double check my insight, but I believe that is... no, I've got one insight die. So apparently I was not stupid enough not to have insight.
Insight is very useful.
And I have 2 successes.
Oh, wow. I mean,
On 2
that's-
fucking times.
Look at that.
Yes.
You do get the impression that he is, engaged in discussion with them, possibly frustrated. It's really hard to tell. The officers are displaying, professional calm. He is less so. He's taking off his hat and waving it around.
I think he hasn't convinced them yet.
Heightened senses hearing? I'm not sure if I can hear them, but I can try.
Absolutely. Heightened senses on. And
But I'm also right next to a carnival.
yeah, exactly. So that's going to be, are you trying to listen to resolve plus awareness?
Resolve plus awareness.
Yes.
Yes, so that
You can
is...
take half if you want, or you can roll for it.
So I think I'll take half because that would be 3.
Round it down.
Round it down, it's 3.
All right. You do catch some snippets there of, there's an officer saying, where they armed? No, but there was something wrong with them. I can't really explain it. Sir, you need to calm down here.
Were they armed? No, not really. But something was wrong with them. You need to calm down. We don't...
Camellia,
Can't touch that point.
can I ask you something?
They don't believe him yet.
Okay.
That's great.
I don't want to sound
He's
rude.
slightly slurring. He might be drunk as well.
He might be drunk.
Okay, I don't want to be rude, but can you mess with people's brains?
Why would that be rude? Because of the Malkavian thing. It's not rude. No.
Okay,
No.
all right.
My sire, really good at it. Me, not at all. Not my thing. Do you want something to go really quiet? I can do that.
So
All right.
maybe stick around for a minute.
I mean, I can tell them confusing facts, but
No, that's not
it's
going to
not
work.
what we want. Because I know a lot about whales.
I don't think that applies in this situation.
Okay.
Perhaps in the next one.
So if they move on, he's a loose end, and he's got a car.
Oh, but he has a car which is burned already. Police knows the car, and
Still a loose end.
I would rather go to where Peggy was saying, the
Yes,
stuff
I
cars.
think we need to get out of
find
here.
that kind of a car and leave without police trailing us again. Hopefully.
Sure, but how long until he convinces somebody?
I mean, we are going to be in a
Police are
different
already
car.
after us anyway.
And they are going to find a dead body in the carnival.
Precisely. So we need to go.
Yeah. Let's go.
If we are meant to kill him, we're gonna cross paths with him again.
That's a nice thought.
Why is killing nice out of a sudden?
Oh, it's not, but it is inevitable, sort of. It is the path. It's just sometimes you end up in the crosshairs of, I guess, mostly me.
Out of character, why are you higher humanity than me?
She might not be for long.
I don't actually know why I have higher humanity than you.
To be fair, starting characters have that.
I do also not kill, well, except accidentally.
I mean, technically, your humanity is eventually going to end up where your actions
Yeah.
says it is.
Yeah.
But right now you're mostly talking about these callous things. You aren't doing them.
Ah,
You decide to try your luck at the parking lot for the employees. You caught glimpses of it from when you were inside. Lots of trailers, trucks, everything that you could possibly need, likely, for your final lap of the journey north. You have to enter the carnival or the county fairgrounds again, and you zigzag your way between the stalls, by the carousels, the rides, everything. And just as you see sort of the entrance to the employee, it's not just a parking lot, it's an entire employee area with, tents and housing and so on. You find yourself face to face with a very familiar, face. Ho, 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 are you bailing out already? Let's have a little sit down. This is the big guy, the biker, the one with the chain, who you've been pursuing. He is blocking your way.
Somewhere.
Oh, let's just have a little chat. Huh? No need to get violent, no need to cause any civilian casualties, right?
So
Any more, that is.
are we on the campground still? So we are surrounded by people. basically.
People everywhere.
Is anyone reacting to him
I
being loud?
People are generally loud. It's a loud place.
Yes.
And people are giving him a wide berth because he's really big. He's a very big, almost like a force of nature, this kind of bikerish hulk of a man. So anybody who doesn't have business with him tend to keep a wide berth.
I step in front of the group, touching my chin where the chain hit me last time. And I look him straight in the eyes and say, let's talk.
Fine. He nods. Somebody behind you. Behind you, you
I
say.
whip around.
Yeah. Behind you, blocking the way, is the other creature, the person, gender uncertain, in black, gleaming clothes, plastic or leather, hair teased, eyes locked on you, smirking, surrounded by what looks like a few youths, partygoers, well-dressed, very good-looking, all kind of fanning out behind them.
As she takes the front, I demonstratively turn around and start trying to stare down as many of them as possible. If they are talking, they're talking. If they're not talking, things are going to get
You try
fast.
to stare down the people that are with the...
With the non-binary,
Yeah.
let's say, person. But ultimately, I just want to make sure that whilst we're being surrounded, at least we have eyes on them.
Yeah. I'm also looking at the Bowie person.
same, because I remember them.
They both seem to be unarmed, but that might not mean much. The big guy, the biker, leads the way. Takes you to the side. There's a diner, corn dog, and a place that's closed now for spun sugar. And he sits down at a table, indicating for you to sit down the opposite side.
I sit down first, right in front of him.
Does everybody else sit down?
I sit down as well.
His associate stands behind him. The people that is trailing them, moving a bit backwards, eyeing you, but mostly eyeing this black-clad creature. Waves of attraction ooze off of them.
Right. I stay standing, flanking her, basically.
So, you've been a real pain, haven't you? Huh?
We could say the same for you.
Well, we have a job to do. So have you, I assume. But look, you've been in a lot of trouble. I mean, trouble follows you like Da Nang mosquitoes. And that makes things difficult for us, right? We just want to do our job.
What is your job?
That is, what you call it? Classified information.
Classified by whom?
That's on a... Here, he looks at something, possibly a phone, an old school phone. You can see the creature behind him furiously texting. On a need-to-know basis.
Why aren't they doing all the talking if they're doing all the words?
The look that they give you is, for lack of a better word, scathing.
Oh, right. You don't talk.
Listen, maybe we
Right, let's talk less about the habits of us and more about what we can do in the future. Let's work a bit proactively.
All right, what do you want from us?
He seems a bit confused there. Like, sorry?
What do you want from us?
Look, I have a very, very simple, we have a very simple business proposition, okay? You make things difficult, right? You bring the heat, we don't like the heat. We want to keep things smooth. We have a job to do. Now, it doesn't really look like you're going to do whatever it is that you'll be doing, okay? But you're making things difficult, right? So, what we propose, is that you let us do our job, you walk away, and we'll owe you one.
But you're the one that attacked us first.
It was an honest mistake. We thought
You blew us up.
We thought we were dealing with somebody of a different caliber.
Think that was
We
an
see
insult.
now that
I think it was.
I think that it's best for all of us if we just go separate ways. No hard feelings. The heat calms down. We get to do our thing, and you get a chance to get out of this without, any lasting repercussions.
What if we say no?
Well, then, personally, I'd like to give you the whole Iadrang treatment. But my associate tells me that we must stick to our priorities. And in that case, I guess it's a matter of let the best lick win. Right?
Right.
Do I see any police anywhere nearby?
You can do a check. Do a wits and wits awareness check.
Well, thank God I'm excellent at that. Could I have another black die?
Totally.
Thank you. This is becoming a habit. So far I've got 1 success, 2 successes. I mean, it's late. I don't really hope for it, but
You see, no, you see what looks like some kind of fair security away by the entrance to the employee area,
right,
but no uniformed police.
right.
Look, I understand this is a bit much to take in, so I'll let you talk this over for a while, okay? Get your priorities straight.
Listen, before we do that, can we get your name at least?
Well, my name is, you can call me Camouflage. Yeah.
All right. Camouflage, Mr. Camouflage, if I may. Last time we've met, you kind of put a very high caliber at us, and I'm talking explosives, and I'm lowering my voice so the potential humans around us don't...
Silence of death.
Thank you. Explosives, was it a sniper rifle, your wonderful chain, and you still barely made it? So, do you really want to repeat all of that over again?
Well, I don't know, but you don't seem to be doing so well either.
Well,
I mean,
do you see
we've
any...
been hearing things. Weren't there 5 of you? Have you done a Vormer? Did you scare it off?
Let's say that we are stronger now in this particular group that we are sticking into. Even stronger than we were before. So,
We killed Della, and we like Della. We don't like you.
good one.
Well, I don't know. You still don't want to talk it over?
We want to know your priorities and what exactly is the thing that you're trying to do before we talk it over.
We are simply collectors, you might say.
Collectors.
And we've come to collect. Now you can be in our way, or you can be somewhere else.
So our priorities are opposite. Right? You're collecting.
I think he means that he tries to collect something that we are supposed to
Exactly.
make sure that he doesn't collect it.
I'll let you talk this over for a while. I think you should agree on this at least. All right?
Sure.
I'll be around for a few minutes.
Sure. Camouflage. And he's standing up or?
No, he's sitting down. He's
All right, so
glancing at his associate.
we'll wander off so we can have a chat.
You can wander off a bit.
I mean,
I'm by far the last person to leave. Kind of staring at them.
Mayor, do you have a lighter?
Do you ask that whilst he's around?
No, I asked it when we're walking away.
I hand you a matchbook. Lost my lighter.
It's no use to me.
Well, so that's a thing. The person who tried to kill us and bring us to the final death.
I mean, to
right
be honest,
after we left LA.
this is clear proof that we are on the right path, to use your phrase, because otherwise he would not be scared of us.
That is a good point.
Kind of wonder what they fucked up to only be here now.
Precisely.
There is only one way. For me, at least. I can't go back to LA without having found this thing. It'll be the
Oh,
end.
we're absolutely not stopping.
No, right?
Yeah.
Because I have no going back. It's the end of me. It's potentially the end of Ida.
Let's face it, Nines is not stupid. And he wouldn't put people on this mission who have a way back, would he?
He asked me.
And you're here out of your own volition, or what is your reason?
I went to war for him. Why wouldn't I do this? This is easier, I thought.
That's a good reason to go. What about you?
Well, as I've mentioned, Frances didn't think I could do this. So I had a little chat with Nines, and now I'm proving her wrong.
So
and
you-
if I go back, I will most likely be very harshly punished for that. So I don't really have an option there either.
I just realized something. If I go back, I'm going back to the camp. Which means if I'm going back to be your immortal enemy.
You're actually going to be a spy then.
Yeah, that is the only thing that is left for me in LA. So, you know what? You guys have been proving yourself to be a little bit less of cretins than I thought you would be. And I don't want to have you as my immortal enemies, because I'll be pretty much fucked.
Oh, it's fine. I'll be hunted by, like, a lot of people.
Let's go to Seattle, guys.
Of course we're going, and you're not going to be hunted, and everything is going to be fine.
The one problem to deal with now is what do we do with them?
I say we get a ride.
I say we
That's
don't...
actually an excellent point.
Can we figure out a distraction, a pretty big distraction right here, right now, so we can just storm away and find that ride?
Precisely.
And I'm talking about blowing something up.
Just, well, we can do that. Big mess, but it's also, let's remember that one of them can convince people to just give them things quite easily. The loss of their last ride didn't last very long, but we could get a head start.
that's all we need.
Right.
Is there any like propane tank, something that basically heats this whole place up? It's a diner, right? So they do have.
No, you're sitting outside. You're not
Oh.
inside a diner. You're sitting outside a stall that serves food.
Oh, okay.
So it's wooden benches and wooden table. People passing around. You can see them. They're still there. The big guy, camouflage. He was
Don't
called sitting there. His associate. You didn't get their name though.
don't
Both of
things
them eyeing you.
aren't things at a carnival normally like a stovetop at a diner
Yeah.
Yeah.
heated by
This
very large gasoline tanks?
There are probably tanks inside these stalls. The tanks are not exposed on the outside.
1 second.
Because I know that they sometimes are in like
Yeah,
big
you're right.
trailer homes. You can open like a little hatchet and there's a gasoline tank.
Oh, I mean, that's possible. I mean, it's just none of them is, there are no gasoline tanks on the outside.
No,
You
of
will
course
have
not.
to
You
either
still
get
have to-
in or open some kind of outside hatch. Yeah.
Camellia, first of all, we need you to use your pencil thing. I know it's not longer a pencil thing, but whatever the thing you're doing, it kind of worked before. So let's try to do that. Second, I want your eyes. I want you to look around and see whether there's anything that can cause a big distraction, something that we can make a lot of noise with, for example. If anything fails when it comes to the research, we can actually approach him and I can try to be a little bit more forward and compel him to stay in his place while we actually try to run away. We'll have a little time, but it's going to give us some time at least.
You can do it to one guy, right?
I can do it to
the
the other one.
Perfect.
Right.
What about their humans?
Well, if their masters are
humans.
staying in place, they're not going to follow us.
Oh, good.
There are more humans now.
Oh no, he's
You count 3, 4, 5, 6, all sort of fawning around the associate to so-called camouflage.
Camellia, do the thing. Let's try to make this quick, and if everything fails, we do the crazy plan.
Let's see if the universe would like to give me a sign of what the best course of action would be.
Perfect.
You're doing a what?
I'm doing I'm assuming what you're asking for is for me to do a premonition roll, right?
Yes.
To basically either get an idea of a route to take once we get out of here, anything that can give us an advantage over them when we go.
Okay.
No?
You can try. I mean, the thing with the premonition is you can try to get a premonition
Yes.
in general, whether that will relate to
All right, I'll
your
just
future fate,
I'll just see
the path
what
to
the-
take,
Cool.
your future love life. It's really up in the,
future
air.
I'll just
episodes.
see what the universe wants to tell me. I'll
All
look
right.
around for some sort of sign of the universe. Okay. That is 3 successes. I think I'm gonna spend a willpower to re-roll because this is my one kind of skill. Nope. 3 successes.
3 successes. You, the way that the people move here, you sense something almost like a vortex moving in, focusing, concentrating on the associate to the biker. It's almost as if the whole thing is ramping up. Something is approaching. Something bad. Whatever you want to do, you should probably make a decision fast. But you're not sure what's going to happen. It might not even relate to you.
They're all pulling towards them.
All right.
I don't know what's going on, but they're sucking them in, and we don't have much time.
All right.
So let me check for something that could create a potential big explosion, I guess.
Yeah, something that can create a distraction, basically.
Won't they immediately attack us? Screw it, let's do it. And then we run that
Really
parking
fast.
lot.
So
Get a car.
Okay, so what you're doing now is that you're looking for
And activate heightened senses as well.
Something to explode.
Oh, heightened senses is going to be a problem now. It's smell, there's sound, there's sight.
Then I do not do that. Wits awareness?
To do what?
To try to find something that could make a big distraction currently.
All right, you want to find something. I would make that. I mean, you're doing this intently. Let's do it in intelligence plus awareness.
Intelligence plus awareness. So that is 8 dice. Whoop, sorry. That would be, 8.
That's a good dice ball.
Yeah.
That is not a good amount of successes for that amount of dice. I'm going to spend another willpower and re-roll.
How much? 3.
3.
Yeah. Was that 3?
Yeah, it was 3
right.
successes.
All right.
You can reroll 3 dice, right?
Oh, can I re-roll 3 dice?
Yeah.
Yes. Then I will spend a willpower and re-roll 3 dice. And that is a critical.
You do see, not far from you, a balloon stand with a huge tank below it. That tank, depending on it, it's going to make a huge bang, likely helium. It's not going to be flammable, but still be a bit of a distraction, depending on. It's probably going to be less of a... It's not going to cause as much collateral damage as blowing up an actual gasoline tank or propane tank.
Question out of character. I have no idea out of character how to blow up a tank like this. Does anyone know?
Does anybody want to admit it on camera?
I do. I'm fine with that.
No,
I don't know how
yeah,
to blow up a tank like this.
no,
Do you put the lighter to...
I
No,
just
you
assumed
shoot
it was.
Oh, yeah, I
you
have a
shoot
gun.
it, it explodes.
Yeah,
Yay.
you shoot it and it explodes. Otherwise, you're
And that's
gonna
good
have
'cause we don't have to go too
fiddle
close as
with
well.
it. You're gonna have to make it spring a leak and then
Yeah.
light it on
Yeah.
fire. And while you're doing that, you're very obviously going to be, well, obvious.
So
Yes. Okay.
before I know this, still out of character, would because I think that helium would be escaping at high velocity, would basically
Yes.
taking the tank and with prowess swacking it hard. I'm a mechanic.
Yeah.
Would that do something, or would that be stupid?
You could probably, in some way twist the end off, creating what is basically a runaway balloon,
bottle rocket, basically.
Exactly, a bottle rocket.
That's
You're
good.
gonna have to
wouldn't it-
work fast because it looks like they're expecting an answer.
Yeah, and wouldn't it be
Okay.
really obvious if one of us runs off to do
No.
something?
I mean, it
wouldn't it
depends
be
on the
less
distance.
obvious if you just shoot it?
Right, guys, we don't seem to have a lot of time. So listen, this is how it's going to go. Me and Peggy, we're going to those 2 guys, people, them, to talk to them and compel them very quickly to stay in place. It's important, stay in place. Meanwhile, Mayor, as we get there, we all have to go together because we cannot bring any suspicions. Mayor, see that tank with the balloons, the helium thing? You're going to do something with that to cause a distraction, okay? I know that you have the power to do this, right?
Right.
And after that, Ice, please help us. You have to look, Camellia, you have to look for the quickest ride we can get on the staff parking. Whatever we can get.
We will not have a lot of time.
We won't have a lot of time. We don't want to attack them. We don't want to get in fight with them because last time it ended pretty badly. I might have been bold in front of that guy, but no, we just gotta do that, right? Right?
Yes.
Is that fine?
Right.
Everyone understand the plan?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, let's go. And we're just walking.
So whilst we start to stride off, how close am I to that helium tank?
5 meters.
All right.
So it's basically it's about 5-ish meters to the table where camouflage is
so
sitting,
same distance. Fuck.
and then to your right, 5 meters to the helium tank.
Okay. Yeah, it's not going to be possible to make that look smooth.
It's not within reach.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
have
what
to
I
sort
thought
of
for.
move your group there, maybe.
Right. So
and-
You gotta wait for us to
Could
do
we
the
not
thing.
just shoot it?
Oh, so are we still on the way and we're talking
Apparently
about
we are.
this? I mean, if we are still discussing this, then sure, we can totally shoot it. But I was just thinking that if I shoot it, it's just going to blow up 5 meters away from us. And if he's going to
fair.
punch us
Yeah,
forward,
I think that's
That's
what
a
the
good
level
point.
designer just told us we have to do.
yeah. Listen, So we're shooting this, or we are?
Go ahead.
You
I
guys
just don't know how we can collect it and make it. How you're going to
So-
run away? 'Cause
I mean, shooting it is
unless
going
you
to
unless you run after we've compelled them.
I mean, shooting them is going to shooting the tank is going to cause a distraction within the humans, which is also something that we need. So right, let's do it. We are going there. We're compelling first. Then I'm doing the shot, and then we are off
Okay.
quickly. All right.
Yes.
So we are slowly walking back towards the table.
So, you've seen sense. We have a deal.
I'm looking in the direction of Peggy, waiting for her to be in front of the other person.
There's now about 10 people that are more or less standing silently, next to and around the associate. And they're fanning out around you as well.
All right.
Taking half a step aside so that I can maneuver if something were to happen.
And as
Do it.
I just basically keep eye contact with Peggy, make sure that she is in the place where she's supposed to be, where she is able to get eye contact with the other person. And as soon as we get in that position, we move our heads back to the people that we are aiming at. And I am saying, stay in place.
Huh? And if that succeeds, that will give you, formally one turn to do something.
Yes.
Before they get to act. Fair enough. Go
If
ahead.
I do mesmerize, it's longer, correct?
You can, yeah, I think so.
Mesmerize, well, you can use mesmerize. The effect will be longer.
Precisely.
It's also going to take a rouse check for you to do it.
That's fine.
Yeah. But the command can still be as short. Yes?
Yeah.
All right.
More dice in mesmerize.
So who's...
I imagine
Who's
that
on
you're
who?
taking the biker, but
I'm taking the
Yeah.
biker. Yes, I'm taking the biker.
Oh.
So that's charisma plus dominate. That's going to be 5 dice, and let's go. That is 3 successes.
And you?
I can reroll, but
Yeah.
should I do? Okay, I am spending willpower.
I was going to say,
Let's do it. Spending willpower. Let's do it. That is a critical.
so 6 successes.
6 successes.
Critical success. Okay.
I'm doing mesmerize simply because I have more dice in that. And I have 1, 2, 3.
If we'd had a lighter, I could have set him on fire. But I can't with a match.
I'm sorry. I did that trick last time.
That's 3. I'm also going to spend a willpower. Still 3.
Still 3. You feel the raging mind of the biker resisting, but you power through, spearing into his mind, forcing him to stay. He freezes, almost jerks in place. But the associate just looks at you back, and suddenly there's this void of terror. As they look at you, you see death. You see failure. You see everything that you fear. I want you to try to resist.
Is that the dread gaze?
Question, are they one of mine? Like, are they Malkavian, do we think?
No, I think they're Bruja, because that's a presence power.
Ah, okay, cool. I
Yeah.
don't know
Might
I don't
be,
know what
probably.
skills which clans has.
Presence is like something that Della had as well.
Ah, okay.
And it can be used, and I have that too. It can be used in a way that you actually attract people around yourself and you are entrancing them, but it can also be
Cool.
used in a very creepy way.
I don't play a lot of vampire.
It's
this
fine.
is my first V5 game.
Yes. I want you to roll your composure plus resolve to resist this.
That's 4.
That's hell no. You
I mean, maybe willpower.
you collapse, your mouth contorting in a silent scream as
So far,
you still have one. You can still do one thing.
right. So I basically see you crumple to the ground whilst you are standing your ground.
Yes.
I think quick look to Camellia, grabbing the old lady by the shoulder and starting to run, trying to stay behind so that if somebody were to send their goons after us, I at least get to be the first one. And
Okay, so you.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the plan.
All right, you.
Shooting the tank. The helium tank.
Well, you just did the compel, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was
That's fine.
your thing.
Okay,
Was
it's a
your
turn.
thing. You are, you tried. You got. You were terrified in return. You're,
I'm trying to help her back on her
trying
feet.
to help her back on her feet, and you are.
So I'm just looking at this person because I hate them, and then I am moving to help you and
I mean,
As you do that, all of the people around you start screaming, "Gun! They have a gun! They shot somebody! They have a gun!"
Oh, that's clever. We should have done that.
And, at that stage, the biker rouses himself and goes up. "Oh, I see you made your decision. This is your answer, eh? Well, see you later." And then he turns around, the path blocked by these people screaming, "They have a gun! They have a gun!"
wait, they have.
oh wait, are
10
they
people
around
have,
us?
10 people have fanned out in all directions.
Silence of death.
There are people, so basically all around you, all around the table. They're
I
just milling around.
definitely
screaming.
didn't sit down.
Yeah, none of us sat down.
Yeah, none of us
all
sat
around
down.
you
Yeah.
and the table. I mean, you're close enough to the table to have a conversation.
Fair.
So they're all around you. I mean, they're not blocking your way or anything. There's far too few of them to do
Right.
that. But they're causing a real ruckus
Right,
here.
that was the thing I didn't quite understand. Thank
Yeah.
you. But then, just helping her up.
Silence of death.
Silence of death. Some of their shouts go
I'll
down.
muffle some of them.
You'll muffle some of them. Okay. You see the biker and his associate make a very, very quick getaway. They disappear almost supernaturally fast. You manage to get the sound to die down, and the people, as the duo disappears, they seem to sort of they stop shouting and then go looking around like there's security arrives. What's the problem here? Somebody say gun. No, I don't know. No, it was a prank. no, it's just nothing. False alarm. They
I had
all
my
seem
gun very quickly.
embarrassed.
This is a good distraction, and we should leave.
I'm dragging.
Yeah, we're already in
Come
Peggy
on,
away.
grandmother.
Walking away with a gun hidden.
You're walking away with a gun hidden. All right. You're walking towards what exactly?
The staff parking.
The staff parking. Okay. The security have started, to ask around among the people there, but just slip out in the confusion. You go toward the staff parking. Luckily, this means that there are no one watching that entrance at this very moment.
Which really was what we wanted to do with the bloody
And there
helium
shouldn't be a
tank.
lot of
Yeah.
lights because it's
Yeah.
a trailer park.
Camellia,
Yes,
find us a ride.
looking for a suitable vehicle.
One day I will hire you, I promise.
I have a job, thank you. Wits
doesn't matter.
or intelligence?
Intelligence.
Doesn't matter, I'm still hiring her.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Good lord.
All of the ones outside of the box were successes.
Can we halve those successes?
Why didn't I do that?
Oh,
Oh, well,
still
it's still
successes.
fine. It's 4 successes.
4 successes. You managed to slip in there. It's quite late now. I mean, it's past 1. Not much happening here. Trailers stand silent. There are trucks. There are vans. You do spot a white van. Very neat. Quite, looks
Modern?
no.
Anonymous?
Anonymous, yes, anonymous and almost pristine. Very. It's in good shape.
That one.
Let's do it.
Right. Walking up to it, checking whether it's unlocked before I do anything worse.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I mean, I simply try to open the driver's seat side.
It's not locked. Sorry, it's
For a second there, I thought this was
no.
gonna be easy.
It's locked. It's
All right. Would prowess allow me to punch in that lock? I don't feel like we've got a lot of time right now.
I feel like Camellia can still open that, maybe.
Camellia could not Camellia, but maybe Peggy could.
Peggy could do that as well, yeah.
I could try, but
Let's do it. Yeah, perfect.
Peggy could use her corrosive blood as she did last time.
Is that the first
oh
time
yeah, I
see
remember that.
that?
That's true. So I'm
I think
taking.
it's the first time that Veronica sees it, yes.
But then I'm taking a step aside. You're right. Thank you.
Because it's literally just, cut.
I am looking at this with like, what?
Would this be a van where somebody would be sleeping in? No.
No, this is
Okay,
this,
cool.
No, this is
Then
not
we don't have to check for humans.
This is
This is just a haul
exactly.
track.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
haul
it's a
van.
big. Probably it's just a cargo. The back is just for cargo, or it
Big windowless
might.
van.
Yeah, because there are no windows on that either. So
Very good.
yeah, it's very it's very suitable for your needs. You somebody needs to keep a lookout. You have silence of death on, and I'll need a wits plus awareness to make sure that your associates can hide.
Wits plus awareness, that would be 7 dice. I should just remember that I can take half,
Yes.
which I
Yes.
don't remember that
You
I
should
can.
have.
Anyway, I'm gonna re-roll that and spend another willpower, and then
How
I'm
many are
almost
you rerolling?
3.
3 dice.
3. Oh yes, sorry, keep forgetting.
3 dice.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
4
You
successes.
managed to keep a lookout. Nobody's coming. Very quiet. Your corrosive blood silently creates a hole in the windshield. Doesn't raise any alarms. You manage to open it. You get inside. Time to hotwire. Let's
Dexterity?
see what you made.
I don't know how much on the car is. That has been our rule.
Yeah. No. It's not dexterity. It's going to have to be.
Intelligence.
Stop laughing when I make everybody's life worse. But if it's intelligence, I'm going to look over to Camellia because, if I'm not mistaken, you talked about being able to do this as well.
I have
It's,
I have
no,
2 in
it's-
larceny if needed, and 2 in technology if it's a modern car.
So what the roll would be?
It's not a 90s model.
No. So.
Is it me again?
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically you can do larceny.
Yeah, let's do an intelligence larceny. Oh, sorry, what should it be? Should it be intelligence? I'm sorry.
Yeah, at this point we have asked, we have made assumptions 3 times in a row.
Yeah, we just assumed it was intelligence.
Basically, you've trained us to assume that it's got to be the worst thing for my character. That's the thing I'm assuming.
Poor Karim, you guys make him feel like he's not needed at the table.
Sorry, what's gonna be?
It's a modern car, so I'd say it's an intelligence plus larceny.
Intelligence
this was a
plus
good call.
larceny.
That's
So
6.
that is 6. Should I just take half, or do we roll for it? I'm very
take
low.
half.
on
You
will-
could
It's a
take.
bloody-
You could
Let's take half
you
because I'm
could take
very
half.
low on willpower.
Yeah. You could absolutely take half, no problem. You know exactly what to do in this case. Pop open the hatch. You disable, a small resistor there, and whoa, it starts. Yay. This was easy.
I move over to
Shotgun?
the shotgun seat, and let Mayor get in on the driver's seat.
Finally.
We should do this more often. The teamwork thing.
We really should get in the car.
I floor it.
You
Go.
for it. Yep.
Seatbelts. Seatbelts.
All right.
Seatbelts on so that we can run down a couple of bikes if we see them.
Good idea. Let's do it.
All right. You give chase.
Well,
I think at this
to be
point-
more
wait,
precise,
yeah?
the actual thing I'm doing is, so where to?
Map. Fold. Fold. Where are we going?
Keep going north.
Yeah.
North. Keep
Yes.
going north.
Yes.
With
That's
the
what I'm doing.
stars, Mayor.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Floor it.
Yeah. And I keep driving.
Can I borrow your phone?
Oh, right.
Thank you.
The map starts becoming pretty unclear now after a while. So you should probably look for other ways to track some other people involved in this. But for the moment, going north, whichever way is probably the right course of action.
we are getting to a point where the map is becoming increasingly unclear. I can try to get a sense of where to go from here, like just keep an eye out for hints. But we should also try to look for places that could have seen a red car, places that could have seen the other people. If we are racing them again, following them might be the better course of action.
I don't think that's going to be enough, dear. Why don't I just do it instead? You know, I've got this lovely spell that's gonna
Yes, your
illuminate
error.
the path.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Veronica does say that we're better when we work together, so I think teaming up on both things would
I
be
think
good.
that would be lovely, but I am going to need your help for a little thing.
Absolutely. What do you need?
I need a ribbon.
Oh, I'll see if I have one.
Oh no, you're wearing one, I mean.
Oh, this is attached.
Yes, but it can become unattached very easily.
No, this is attached.
I think Peggy's just gonna grab it and yank it.
You grab and yank. Well,
I think. Can I do
Oh,
a dexterity
end
save to
result.
see if I get her hand?
all right. As you drive, these two are fighting over what looks like to be the cravat.
I don't necessarily want to fight, but I
Camellia's
want to
wearing.
see if I
Just
can.
bickering.
Yeah.
Well,
if I
in
can.
that case, it's going to be a dexterity. See, there are uses for dexterity.
I'm so
Wait.
happy to hear that other people get
both
to
of
roll
us?
the stat.
Can I make
Both of
sure?
us?
Yeah, I'd say a dexterity plus either athletics or brawl, whichever is highest.
Wait, so is Peggy on the back seat
3.
and Camilla is in the
Yes,
front
I'm-
seat?
I'm
Yeah,
like
so
that.
she basically
Yes.
just pulled me.
And I'm restraining every
dexterity
fiber of my body to
and
not go,
brawl?
children.
I'm just like sitting there in the back, like looking
4
what's
for you.
happening. Like, okay.
Successes.
Successes.
I only have 3, so you know
Let's see.
you're gambling.
Dun dun dun.
2 successes.
You both pull, each of you in your direction. You
No, I grab your hand. That's the thing.
all right. You grab
So-
her hand. You don't want to
Yeah.
pull on the tie.
So it's like.
That it's really going to help us, dear. This is for our own
yes,
good.
Yes, I get it. But please, I need to change it to something else.
I suppose that it's an acceptable compromise, as long as I get the whole shirt.
Yes, you get the
whole
whole
shirt?
thing. You get the whole thing. Just please don't destroy it.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
And then I can rip it.
All right. So,
So I have a change of clothes
yeah.
because that's the. I know that Morgan also is buying. Hopefully, if he's coming back, he will have a different shirt. But I have another shirt.
Keep in
That
mind
is
that
in my
you were
handbag.
changing in the front seat.
I am gonna have to change to the front seat because I'm pretty sure that we aren't stopping for this.
No, no, honey. I'm sorry. We can avert our gazes.
I'm going to slow down slightly to make this easier for you.
So technically, this goes against one of my convictions.
Yeah. But-
Really?
yeah.
Yes.
But
Ooh, which one?
technically, going against your conviction doesn't necessarily merit a stain. Convictions are good for you.
Okay, cool.
In
I
that
just wanted
regard.
to make sure, so because it's very
Yeah.
rare we go against my convictions.
Absolutely. And I think that in some cases, if you feel that it merits a stain, that is something that you could take voluntarily. In an extended chronicle, I would then possibly reward you with an XP
Yeah.
as a sort of as a yeah, as a reward for good role playing. To a certain extent, it's easy to game that system
Yeah.
though. So
But I don't have to roll anything to basically mess myself up in front of other people in order to give her the shirt because I'm putting on a shirt that isn't as clean as the one I'm wearing.
no.
Okay, cool.
I think that's fine.
In that case, it's like she's very uncomfortable with this. Like, but it takes a while. Without looking at you, she hands it to you and puts on another white shirt that she's pulling up, and it's like slightly wrinkly. And I hate it. And I hear every single sound the fabric makes, every single fold of it that isn't perfect. I feel it on my skin like a little risp. And I cannot look at the road at this point because I'm doing this. And I'm not paying attention to anything until it's like,
And then, but you're still going to hear the very loud,
yeah, it's it from the back. It hurts me physically.
and then a couple of more. Because I think Peggy's just going to, like, I'm just going to make ribbons after this now.
And
So
that's
that I have ribbons.
You have
Lots of ribbons.
yeah,
Oh, shirts
a
with the
bunch.
ribbons.
a bunch of ribbons.
Yep.
I had scissors.
Well, that's too late. You should have said that
Yeah,
earlier,
the ritual
dear.
doesn't require nice ribbons.
No, absolutely not. And I think she finds like an old cup or something and boop, boop, and then burn. And then we are going north that way.
A roll check also.
Does that
yeah.
does that get correspond roughly with what I'm driving
Yes.
right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's west technically,
7.
but it's going to turn off.
Good.
It's the only way to get
All right.
north. Then, so, do you want to make a ritual roll?
Oh yeah, ritual roll as well. I just did the rouse check. The ritual roll was what kind of dice?
Intelligence
Intelligence.
plus blood sorcery.
So that was the one. Let's see. Intelligence is 4. Blood sorcery is 2. And that is 2 successes, so no. Willpower. That's better. 1, 2.
Very nice.
Yes.
In that case, then all you need to do is follow the tracks. And how many successes did you have?
4.
4. Then you need to make an intelligence plus survival roll. To be able to follow the tracks.
I think that is 4. Nothing.
Nothing.
You want to re-roll that?
Yes, I do.
Also, we should switch seats at one point. If you're gonna follow a bunch of lightning stuff and I'm in the
thought you meant
front.
us.
Yeah, no, not us. Weird thing to say, middle.
1 success.
There's a lot of tracks. There's the shimmering in the air, but it's not just from the people whose faces you're trying to illuminate. It's from all kinds of people that you saw at the fair and so on.
Okay, question about this though, because it only says the ritual allows the caster to perceive the previous whereabouts of a designated person. Surely I don't have to do it to the 2 people on the motorbike. I can do it for the courier.
You have no mental
Sure.
terror.
Do you know their face?
But do I need to know the face? Because it doesn't say that. A designated
let's see.
person.
Let's see. The target must be known by face by the caster.
Yeah.
It says, if you keep going down.
Okay. Fair enough. That was in the other paragraph. Never mind then.
I know that feeling.
The Twitter generation.
Don't know what you mean.
So,
I guess we're going for the 2 people on the bikes then.
North.
Because even
Yeah.
if we don't
I mean,
follow that path, it's still good to like
Yeah.
see it, to see where
you
they
can,
are.
You can make repeated attempts. You can make another attempt. Yeah.
question. What happens if I use share the senses while she sees this?
That means that you get to try as well.
I might be able to... Do you see anything?
I see too many things, unfortunately. It's very confusing right now. There's so many
I
glowing
would rule
things.
that you actually do get to try.
Let me see if a thing... I can maybe do this, and... But she has to be willing, I think. We haven't actually done this because this was mine and Sebastian's little move.
Share the senses. You can,
Either that or I have to feed you.
Guilt trip.
No, you can use
500.
share. You can use share the senses as long as she is within line of sight.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to have your blood in her.
Ah.
That only extends the
Yeah.
range.
So I'm gonna just look around, look you in the eye, and then share the senses.
Yeah, she doesn't even have to be. I mean,
I'm not sure if you feel it, but
I think you
yeah, you need to
do.
be. Let's see here. You won't notice anything as she spies from your eyes.
Cheeky.
oh,
So
that's a lot.
yeah, there's a lot of tracks. You know that some of them are more important than others. Do you want to make a test?
Yeah, why not?
Then it's a. You should then make.
Is it blood sorcery? Because that's gonna be.
No, I think it's
no. You don't have to make a blood. I mean, the ritual is already in
Yeah,
effect. All you need to do is follow the tracks, which is intelligence plus survival.
That will be a straight 4 because I have nothing in survival. I'm from LA. That
damn.
is 4 successes.
I'm glad we
And
did
you
this.
see them. You see them. What she doesn't see becomes apparent to you. These special kind of tracks, tainted by the spite that these that they have for you. It's very, very clear. You know the direction. You follow this, and up ahead there, you turn right. Oh, you know where to go now.
So, I see them. I know where they are. Let's go get them.